He's been in power here at Queen's Park for over 6 months now after winning a sweeping majority. But just before the election, Doug Ford's campaign team thought he was going to lose, and with good reason. City News has obtained internal Tory polling. Looking at the numbers, we've been able to identify the key moments that helped Doug Ford turn things around and become premier. June 12th, Doug Ford is basking in election victory. But just over 2 weeks earlier, his team was worried. Their numbers show that for about 9 days, from May 23rd to 31st, Andrea Horwath was eclipsing him. But a path to victory usually coincides with your opponent's path to defeat. This last election was no exception. The PC polling shows Horwath, who had been steadily climbing in the polls, made a series of decisions and one big fumble that led to her defeat. May 20th, she was at her lowest with 24% approval, compared to Doug Ford's 31%. It's the day she admitted there was a $1.4 billion math error in her platform.
There's no doubt that that there was a piece of our platform that was incorrect.
She was also defending candidates for controversial views, like the one who was against Remembrance Day poppies. May 21st, Horwath said she would close the Pickering nuclear plant, angering the 905. And on the 22nd, she said she wouldn't use back-to-work legislation to end strikes.
And what happened with Andrea Horwath is the public looked, and then she stumbled, and then she fell. What was fascinating about this was it was mainly self-inflicted. Andrea Horwath was right within the grasp of maybe a minority, and then it was all self-inflicted.
Despite that, Horwath was bouncing back, with many voters still unsure about Doug Ford as premier, until this moment on May 28th. Ford introduced his bench strength, showing off his star candidates, in particular Christine Elliott and Caroline Mulrooney. Ford's internal polling showed that's when his numbers started to go up, pushing him above Horwath.
It was a really good maneuver, and it actually also gave Doug Ford a chance to be with women.
Right.
Strong, accomplished women, and that was also a turning point.
Clearly, Ford's victory was also aided by the Liberal collapse. Their numbers have actually been going up lately, even though they don't have a leader. But the Ford experience is a message to all parties. Pay attention to your bench strength and know when to show them off.